Sup trainers. I'm sure you're aware Abra is one of the more challenging Pokemon to solo run in Gen 1. Its lack of offensive moves at the start make every step a grind, but with its psychic typing, there's potential for something incredible later on. The question is, how long is it going to take us to evolve him to start unlocking that potential? With Abra starting off with only Teleport, we're completely unable to deal damage. That means our only option is to rely on Struggle. We're going to be burning through all our potions at the start and making endless trips to the Pokemon Center to grind to level 16. Why level 16, you ask? Well, that's when Abra evolves into Kadabra. And when he evolves into Kadabra, he learns Confusion, which means then we're going to start to do some nice damage. But for now, it's time to make sure that we pick up every potion, since we won't have access to more potions until we can defeat the bug catcher in the Viridian Forest to access Pewter City. So now it's time to put our nose to the grindstone. Let's get this underway. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. It helps more people discover the content you enjoy and ensures you don't miss out on future runs. And here we are, the first milestone out of the way. We now have a Kadabra, which means game on, Brock. Alright, we're healed, we're ready. It's time to take down Brock. And Brock leads with Geodude. We're going to one-shot him here, thank you. And same with the Onix. Oh yeah, that was so satisfying after that grind. Now it's time to see how long it actually took us to defeat Brock. Let's have a look. Alright, and the time is 2 hours and 54 minutes. Yep, that was quite a slot. And now with that grind out of the way, it's time to play catch-up. Let's see if we can redeem this run now. As you can see, we're already here with our rival. It should be a very easy rival fight. And it looks like we're going to take down Pidgeotto in 2 hits. Excellent. Very satisfying after the start of this. Abra should be a little bit more of a challenge only because of the typing, but at least he can't damage us. And now we're going to move on to the next one. Oh, that's a one-shot. And, oh, not quite a one-shot there. That's okay. We got it. And that's our rival defeated. And now it's time to move on to good old Misty. This should be another pretty easy match for us. And here we go. Misty will lead with Staryu. This should be pretty easy. I imagine a 2-hit. Yes. It will be. Good, good. And now for the Starmie. I'm hoping for a 3-hit here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's going to be a 4-hit. That's okay, though. Still, we got the win. Now it's time to move on to the SSN. And then off to Lieutenant Surge. And as you can see here, we're just taking a quick little detour. We're going to learn Body Slam, because it's such a good move in Gen 1. Alright, and now that we've taught that to Kadabra, let's move on to our next rival fight. And here we go. I'm not expecting anything special here from our rival, but you never know, we could be surprised. We could get a big crit. And also, one other thing to add, just before this, we learnt Psybeam. So we have even more of those lovely psychic moves now. As you can see, we're taking him out pretty quick here. Not sure why I used Confusion there, but okay, I guess I was the one confused. And now are we going to one-shot the Wartortle? I think so. Yes, we do. And that's our rival 2 out of the way. Now it's time to head over to Lieutenant Surge, where I think we can expect more domination here. And since this isn't going to be a very interesting fight, it's going to be a landslide, I wanted to ask what you guys thought of the new overlay. With all the moves, the current moves, the PowerPoints left, stats. Love to know what you guys think. I was very fortunate to have a good friend of mine help me with this. His name's Squidgy. I highly recommend you guys check out his videos. He runs Pokemon Crystal and is an amazing content creator. I'll put a link to his channel in the description so that you guys can go check him out. And as I expected, that was quite the landslide. Anyway, now it's time to move on. And here we are at Celadon. We're just making a quick stop at the store. We're just heading in quickly to go pick up some water so that we can make our way to Saffron City, so that we can head down and pick up the TM for Psychic. And now we've made our way to Saffron City, and here we are. We're going to grab the TM, and now it's time to move on to the game corner. And now it's time to take on Giovanni. And I guess the real question for this fight is, how fast can we beat Giovanni? We look like we're going to one-shot all his Pokemon. Can we one-shot Kangaskhan? Not quite, but that's okay. We're going to get it in 2. And we nearly died there. That was a little bit scary. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad we didn't lose there. That would have been embarrassing. And with Giovanni out of the way, and now we got the Silph Scope, it's time to head to Lavender Town. Battle our next rival. And thanks to the power of editing, here we are again. As you can see now, we're getting quite over-leveled for this. So it looks like we're going to pretty much one-shot all his Pokemon here. See, second one down. Now execute. We don't one-shot that, but I probably didn't use the best move there. That's alright. And for Kadabra, here we go. Body Slam down. Wartortle, Psybeam. Down we go. And that's our next rival down. And look what I remembered to do. I went to Erika this time, instead of leaving it to the last minute when I realised I don't have all 8 gym badges. And Erika leads with Victory Bell. We use our Psybeam here. We one-shot it when we go to 37. Fantastic. Can we get the one-shot? No, we don't. But we'll get it here in 2. And for her last Pokemon, we'll use Psybeam, and down it goes. That's 3, and that's the rainbow badge for us. Now it's time to decide where to go next. I could either go down to Koga, or I could go to... I'd go to the Silph company. Well, I'm sure you can guess what I picked. And here's the item we came for. Awesome. Now, while we're here, let's go battle our rival. Is this going to be a landslide? We'll find out. And our rival is with Pidgeot. So we're going to start off with Psychic here. We don't get the one-shot, so we'll finish it off with a Psybeam. And now he brings out Growlithe. Let's use our Psybeam again. We don't get him down in 1. That's okay. We get it in 2. Execute. We're not going to get him here in 2 or 3. This is going to be a 4-hit KO. There we go. We get him down. And now time for Alakazam. Oh, we're not doing too well here. Definitely not doing well here. But we got him. That's the main thing. Alright, now for the Blastoise. This should be a fair bit easier. We're going to get the Blastoise in 2 here. I should use Psychic from the beginning, but I didn't. Oh well. Anyway, that's him out of the way. And now on to Giovanni. This should be another straightforward victory for us here. And we get him down in 1. Now time for the Kangaskhan. Can we one-shot it? Yes, we do. Rhyhorn is going to go down in 1. And now time for the Nidoqueen. Do we one-shot it? And we do. That's another Giovanni out of the way. Goodbye, Giovanni. And now we welcome Koga. And Koga should be another straightforward victory for us. The nice thing about this run is after that grind at the start, it's been very cruisy. To the point where I'm barely even bothering to heal before going and battling a gym leader. Anyway, back to the fight. Well, that's 2 of his Pokemon out of the way now. And we level up to 39. Now we're going for Coughing. We're going to use Psychic. And that makes 3. And now time for Wheezing. And we one-shot him, which means no self-destruct for him. That's another gym badge out of the way. And now on to Blaine, the Fire type. And Blaine leads with Growlithe. Gonna finish him off with a Psychic. Goodbye. And his Ponyta, are we going to one-shot? No, we don't. That's okay. We'll get it here in 2. And now for his Rapidash. Hopefully one-shot. That'd be nice. No. I was very hopeful there, but that's okay. And now for the Arcanine. Be nice if we got a one-shot. We won't. And we nearly die there. But we get it. What was I just saying about this being super cruisy? And with Blaine out of the way, that means now we're going to have to head off to Sabrina. This one I am actually concerned about. I'm really concerned about the Alakazam in this. I'm really hoping that we don't get into like a healing loop here. This already concerns me a little bit. But at least we're going to get the Kadabra down. Alright, Mr. Mime. Shouldn't be too bad here. There we go. Get him in 2. The Venomoth. Use Psychic and one-shot it, since it's not actually a Psychic type. And Alakazam, the one I'm actually concerned about. Please don't go into a healing loop here. Alright, let's see how we go. And he's already going to do it. I think it's time we reset it. Alright, I'm going to try a different strategy here. So I'm going to learn Toxic, and we're going to see if that works against him. So we know the other ones aren't too bad, except for when that happens. That's a pain. But at least now we get to use it. So for those of you that don't know, when you use Toxic, after each turn it does more and more damage. So eventually we will beat Alakazam. That's his Kadabra out of the way. Now for his Mr. Mime, that should be another easy one. Yeah, we get him in 2. Alright, and the Venomoth, that's going to be a one-shot here with the Psychic again. And now for the Alakazam. Alright, we're going to start off with the Toxic here. Yep, good. Poisoned. A little bit of damage. Use a Seismic Toss here. He's going to recover. And do a little bit more damage, as you can see there. Now he's never going to be able to quite heal himself again. So there we go. Here's another one. Because he is in this healing loop. As you can see, it's slowly doing more and more damage each time he's poisoned. So there you go. We're getting close now. And one more should do it. And that's it. That's Alakazam out of the way. And Sabrina. And now it's time to head over to Giovanni for the 8th gym badge. And honestly, I don't think this is going to be too much trouble at all. I tell you though, I can see why Alakazam gets such a good time in these solo runs. Like, even if we started with Kadabra, we'd have Confusion at level 1, which means we wouldn't have had to go through any of that grind at the start. Well, anyway, enough rambling. Well, that's the Nidoqueen down. And now on for his last Pokemon. Oh, sorry, second last Pokemon, the Nidoking. And now the last Pokemon, Rhydon, which is not going to be a one-shot, but that's all right. We have defeated Giovanni now, and we have all 8 gym badges. It's time to head to our rival fight here, and then the Elite Four. And our rival leads with Pidgeot, as usual. And we're going to start off with Psychic here. Can we get the one-shot? We do not, but that's all right. We're going to get it in 2 here. And that's the Pidgeot out of the way. And we level up 2, which is nice. So let's get rid of the Rhyhorn here with Psychic. And let's go for the Growlithe. Goodbye, Growlithe. Now the Execute. We're going to use Toxic here, because I don't think we're going to one-shot it. And we get seeded, unfortunately. We're going to hopefully defeat it here with Seismic Toss. Come on. Not yet. We're going to get it in 3. No, 2, thanks to the poison. Alright, and here we go with the Alakazam again with the poison. It's going to use Psybeam on us. Good, the poison's taking effect. Uses Seismic Toss. Uses Psychic. Ooh, that gets us low. But we also get him low here. So we're going to get him in 3. Fantastic. I knew it was worth going with that ability. And can we defeat the Blastoise on 12 HP? Now 5. Oh, let's hope we don't get hit. Come on. Oh, we got the crit. Lucky crit. And with that, our rival's out of the way. And here we are at the Elite Four, choosing up the rare candies, and now it's time to battle Lorelei. And she leads with Dugong. Here we go. We're going to use Psychic here. We nearly get the one-shot there. That would have been nice. So let's finish it off. And that's him out of the way. Now time for Callista. Use Psychic. Also don't get the one-shot. That's okay. Don't get a 2-hit there. Can we get it in 3? We don't get it in 3. Damn it. Here we go. Once you're finished, Cloyster, you're going down. There we go. Cloyster down. Time for the Slowbro. We'll use Psychic here. I really don't think that was the best option. But I don't really have anything that's super effective here against him, so that's okay. We get it down in 3. And now let's use Psychic here. Not the best damage. With the typing, let's hope that this does a bit more damage. A little bit. And we get the Jinx down in 3. And now time for the Lapras. And we're down to 4 HP. Ooh, this is going to be rough. And we lose. Alright, well, let's try that again. Alright, and she leads with Dugong again. Let's get it down with Psychic. Uses Takedown this time. That hurt. And we'll use Seismic Toss here to finish it off. And the Callista, hopefully this one goes down a bit quicker this time. Oh, using Spike Cannon. Alright, let's finish it off with Psychic. And time for the Slowbro. Looks like this one's going to be slow and steady. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. That's what we're aiming for here. We don't get in 3, but we're going to get it in 4. I figured I might as well heal up this time. And then he uses a Super Potion, but we'll still get it. There we go. Alright, and time for Jinx. We're going to use Toxic on the Jinx first. Jinx is going to use Ice Punch. And now we'll go with the Seismic Toss. Another Ice Punch. Or Poison. Seismic Toss. Use a Potion, and I decide to heal up again here. I'm a little bit worried about the Lapras, but then we get in with the Poison. And now time for the Lapras. Let's use Toxic here just to be safe. He uses Blizzard. Ooh, that took a lot of HP. Alright, let's heal up. And he uses Body Slam. That also does a lot of damage. But this is also letting the Poison do a bit more work. So we're technically still doing damage even though we're healing. Thankfully that was a miss on that Hydro. Now we do Seismic Toss. And that's Lorelei down. First to the Elite Four down. Let's move on to Bruno. Well, I don't feel like there's ever much to say about Bruno. I'm sure one day there's going to be a Pokemon that actually struggles against Bruno, but for now, there is nothing to say about Bruno. The Onix goes down in one shot, and same with the Hitmonchan. Good, good. Now for the Hitmonlee, also down in one shot. Fantastic. And we know how this is going to go with the Onix. Goodbye. And the Machamp. Can we one-shot it? Can we? Can we? Yes, we do. We get the one-shot. Time for Agatha. Well, I don't think Agatha's going to be much more trouble either for us. So here we go. We lead with Psychic for Gengar. Super effective when we go to 59. Golbat, we're going to use Psychic again. And that's him out of the way. Now for Haunter, you're going out too. Goodbye. Arbok, also goodbye. And for the last Gengar, we will outspeed and goodbye. And that is Agatha down. Now time to move on to Lance, and I feel like Lance might be a little bit more trouble here. We shall see. Alright, and as always, Lance leads with Gyarados. We don't get the one shot with that, but that's okay. We're going to get it down 2 here. Fantastic. And for the Dragonair. Oh, how close is that? So close. It's like 1 HP. That is so not fair. Grew to level 60. Hopefully we can get it in 1 for this one. I figured I'd also heal first. A couple of times here. Then he uses Dragon Rage. Alright. Poison him, and now I'm going to heal again. Just healing up for his next few Pokemon. So we have more health going into those battles, so they can actually do some decent damage. And the poison's doing work now. So we'll finish him off with a Seismic Toss here, and here we go. That's one out of the way. Now for the Aerodactyl. Going to use Psychic. No, we don't one-shot, but he uses a Hyper Potion. So that's okay, we didn't lose any damage. And now for the Dragonite. Can we get it in 1? No. And we miss, and he gets a Slam. Oh, that is not good. Oh, and we still don't get him in 2. That is so unlucky. 1 HP. But we get him down. Thankfully, he didn't get another shot off. That could have been pretty bad there if we weren't lucky. And now for the last person that stands between us and being the champion. We battle the champion himself. And the champion leads with Pidgeotto. We use Psychic. Unfortunately, we don't get the one shot here, but we finish him off with Seismic Toss. And now for the Alakazam, we'll use the Toxic strategy again. He uses Reflect. It's okay. Could be worse. Here we go. He started his little healing loop, but we're already onto that, mate. We know his game, and this time we are well prepared for it. And that's the Alakazam out of the way, and we level to 61. Now time for Rhydon. Another one shot. And his Arcanine. We use our Psychic here. We don't get it in 1, but we're going to get it in 2 shots here. Now for his Executor. Let's use the Toxic, just in case. That Stomp does way too much damage. Alright. Go. It's hurt by the poison. Let's recover. Use a Stomp again. I am glad we are recovering and letting the poison do the work for us. It's a good strategy. And let's use a Seismic Toss here that we're in good health. And time for the Blastoise. Let's use Psychic here. We don't get the one shot, but that is so close. But that being said, we have won. And that is it. We have defeated the champion, and now we are the champion. Now it's time to see our time for this run. It will be very interesting to see the time for this run. I haven't actually looked at the clock since we were in Pewter City, which was 2 hours and 48 minutes, I think. So I'll be curious to see how this goes and why this is going. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing this run. And now for our time, 6 hours and 26 minutes. I mean, not the best time, but it's to be expected with how much time we had to spend with Abra. But also in saying that, you can kind of guess the time that Kadabra would have got if he was doing it by himself. Anyway, that's the end of another video. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.